Hello there friends, it's CS2 News Hub. In today's episode, Spirit will not be bootcamping, Scream is officially back, Hooxi opens up about Astralis, and the recap of IEM Dallas Grand Finals. Plus a bunch of other exciting news from the world of CS2, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. And we shall kick things off with some roster moves, and this one's big. The true CS legend is coming back, the headshot machine himself, Scream. He's returning to Pro CS. Yeah, you heard it right. Scream is joining FUT or FUT, although not as a starter just yet, but as a substitute and content creator for now. According to Scream himself, the goal is to get back in shape, support the team mentally and slowly work his way into the main lineup. And honestly, FUT's new roster looks pretty spicy. The core is built around Jackz, well you know him, and misutaaa, who used to play for Vitality. They are joined by none other than Nivera, also a former Vitality player and Scream's brother. Rounding out the squad are Drac and Devoduvek, or Devoduvek? Both of them got here from the French Tier 3 scene. Feels kinda like the French version of Imperial's Last Dance to be honest, but we will see soon enough how it plays out. Now my friends, let's talk about someone who hasn't signed a contract, and that's Hooxi. Yeah, that's right, the PGL Astana People's MVP, the gigachad himself. He's not currently under any contract with Astralis, which, let's be honest, sounds like a massive mistake. Any sane team would kill to have a guy like him, especially after his performances in Kazakhstan. According to Hooxi, Astana was the proof that all the work he's been putting outside the server is really paying off, and that he's nowhere near done. So yeah, he's basically still aiming to continue as a player. Coaching, not yet. He says he's still got a lot to achieve on the server. Oh yeah, and about that gigachad title. Turns out Hooxi's not the biggest fan of it. He's aware of the meme. Sure, when he's fragging out, it hypes him up. But he also remembers it came around during his rough patches as irony. So yeah, guys, I guess we need to call him gigachad only when he's winning. Otherwise, we might just tilt him. Then again, Hooxi playing bad? That's not even possible. And right before we jump to the next news, let me tell you about CSGO Lock, because this is an amazing and trusted website for everyone who likes CS skin games. Here you can find lots of fun activities such as case battles against real players, crash, and of course case openings. No more donations to greedy Gaben, because on CSGO Lock you will have a lot more cool crates and rewards for active play. Use our promo code CS2News to get 3 free cases and the 100 deposit bonus. They also have lots of deposit methods and instant withdrawals with a store full of skins. Sounds cool, right? What's even better is that if you don't want to deposit, you can always use the referral system and earn some points. Upgrade your level, progress in the leaderboards, and unlock even cooler daily cases. Make sure to use our code CS2News and test your luck on CSGO Lock. Monesy decided to open up about his move to Falcons. According to Ilya, once NiKo left G2, his main goal became reuniting with Kovac. He honestly doesn't even know what could have made him stay with the Samurai. He tried to adapt to the new G2 lineup, but it just didn't feel right, so eventually he decided to make the switch. No cap, bro, no cap. That said, he had nothing but praise for malbs, calling him a true tier 1 talent. Monesy also mentioned Kyousuke, saying that the young gun is already playing at a level close to some tier 1 pros, but he's still lacking experience since he's only been playing in the academy so far. One more thing, Monesy revealed that Falcons stayed in the US for a mini bootcamp until the end of the major. Let's hope that doesn't end up backfiring on them. Speaking of bootcamps, or rather the lack of them, Chopper, the IGL of Team Spirit, had something to say. According to Chopper, the team intentionally chose not to bootcamp. He says this way it's more comfortable for everyone and they don't get tired of each other. And that's when all hell broke loose. The English-speaking community went nuts, and a Reddit post about it got over 700 upvotes in just 3 hours. For many, skipping bootcamps basically spells doom. No synergy, no team chemistry, and players just not clicking with each other, which is kinda important in CS. Meanwhile, in Eastern Europe, well, the guys just took it pretty calmly. For example, over Overdrive, who is the scout for Spirit and also a famous insider, reminded everyone that Spirit won a major recently without a bootcamp. As for Chopper, well, he said he couldn't care less about the community's reaction. If you react to everything, he said, you might as well not play CS at all. Guys, your thoughts about this? Drop them in the comments below, because I think it's kinda crazy, but if it brings results, I guess it works, doesn't it? And yeah, whether to bootcamp or not, it's all up to the teams. We, the blue-collar workers, the community, care only about one thing: the Pickems for Austin Major. Now let's take a look at what some of individual pro players and personalities from the community are predicting on stage 1. Starting with Chopper himself, he's got Heroic and BB going 3-0, while Complexity, Bait, Metisport, Wildcard, Tyloo and Nimiga will make it through, with 3-1s or 3-2s. Chopper chose Flaxo and Chingiz Warriors to go 0-3. Now into the best cooking streamer in CS and current phase player, Simple. Apparently he's in the script, because he's locking in Heroic for 3-0 as well as Energy. I mean, Heroic makes sense, but Energy? That's a bold one. Shack Power incoming. According to Simple, OG, BB, Bait, Complexity, Wildcard and Metisport will make it through, while Flaxo and FlyQuest will get sent home early. Now let's check out the analysts and casters, Launders and Hawka, because these guys definitely know CS scene. They both took Complexity and Heroic as 3-0s. Also guys chose BB, Bait, Wildcard, Tyloo, Energy and Legacy to make it through, while Flaxo or Legacy together with Chingiz Warriors will have 0 chance. And to close it out with some comedy, let's talk about Onepixel, because he's definitely aiming at a gold medal. Why not diamond? Well, basically because he put Imperial and Chingiz Warriors and FlyQuest to progress, which is a bit sus. I mean, I get FlyQuest because these Australians are crazy and they can win, but Imperial and Chingiz Warriors? Well, nah. And he also chose Energy and Legacy as 0-3s. And hey, don't forget to check out my Pickems as well, because me and my bros, we're going for the bronze coin, the rarest of them all. You know what to do. And also, if you've got your own take, drop it in the comments below. We have a lot to discuss. And to wrap things up, let's talk about the IEM Dallas Grand Finals. Here, once again, it's Vitality, now versus Mouse. Vitality's got a crazy win streak going, and you just know they don't want to let that slip. As Zeus put it, Mouse are now in the same spot Navi was back when they kept running into Astralis during their golden era. On paper and mentally, Vitality looks stronger, but in reality, the gap wasn't that big. Both teams have serious firepower, and Mouse has a young roster that is not afraid to take risks. HLTV's editor-in-chief, Professor, also chimed in. He just casually reminded everyone that Vitality had only lost 1 LAN match this year, which is crazy. And that was their very first game with the new roster against Eternal Fire. So yeah, the Grand Finals kicked off on Dust 2, Vitality's map pick. They started off solid, even though they dropped the pistol round and the follow-up force. But they just bounced back fast, stringing together 5 rounds in a row. That led to a pretty decent halftime score for Mouse, 5-7 down. After the switch, Vitality took the pistol round, and then, hold up, they lost the 4th round, and not just lost, they got wrecked. My guys, just look at what Yimpad did here.
They only get 1 kill so far. Yimpad will make it 2. He's got an opening to the B-bomb side all of a sudden off of that. He's not sure about it, but he's gonna try and make his way through middle. Next up is Saiwoo! Okay, Yimpad.
Good clean fight against the low HP player. He can do this.
Oh, another one! Oh my god, Yimpad down to the 1v1 up against Apex. A 1v5. Yimpad gives him the Jimmy jab, and that is a huge round for Mouse.
Oh my god, Yim had just pulled off a 1v5. Also, it's his first ever 1v5, and it just so happened to be in the grand finals against Vitality. That round completely stunned Vitality, while MOUZ rode the momentum and took 6 rounds in a row, and they jumped to 11-8, leading. But well, even that wasn't enough to close it out. Vitality locked back in, pulled off the comeback, and closed the map 13-11. I mean, MOUZ definitely put up a fight, but it's Vitality who are striking again. Next up was Mirage, MOUZ's pick, but honestly, it felt like Vitality picked it. Early on, with a score of 3-1, ZywOo pulled off a nasty ace.
Problem on the impact, he's got eyes on connector, but he needed it for what? Oh yeah, that's what we've all come to see. And the chance of an ace, as ZywOo, will he oblige the audience? Yes, he will!
And then, by the end of the half, it was a brutal 10-2 in favor of Vitality. Total destruction on MOUZ's own map. Or so it seemed, because once sides switched, MOUZ came alive on CT. They picked up 6 rounds in a row and started closing the gap. But unlike Falcons, Vitality know how to close maps, especially with flames popping off and securing key rounds. Vitality stayed composed, they took the second map. Then was Inferno, Vitality's pick. MOUZ started strong again, taking both the pistol and the force. But Vitality bounced back, winning nearly 7 rounds straight. They took the half to a classic 7-5 in their favor. And after the side swap, Vitality just kept rolling. ropz was an absolute brick wall on A side, shutting down every attempt to break through. MOUZ tried to fight back, but it wasn't enough. Then Vitality just locked in the third map, and with it the series and the championship title.
Nothing to do. Nothing can stop them. No one can stop them. Vitality dominant in Dallas, and it is 30 wins in a row.
Any of you surprised? I don't think so. Friends, just listen to these crazy stats. Vitality now have 30 straight match wins, 6 undefeated tournaments in a row. ZywOo grabbed his 26th MVP title. Apex has officially tied Dupree for the most trophies in a single season. That's unbelievable. We live in the era of Vitality. And NiKo shared a funny story. He says every time Vitality wins a trophy, he DMs ropz to congratulate him. And with this insane win streak, he's messaging ropz more than his own parents at this point. On top of that, Vitality are back in the race for the ESL Grand Slam. I mean, they won it only a month ago? And if they pull it off again, they will be the first team to win 2 Grand Slams in a single year. That will be legendary, and that is still possible. Meanwhile, MOUZ guys are in full tilt. Spinks says he's just sick of silver medals, and he's not alone in that. The whole team is fired up and ready to grind harder. But for now, Vitality are just unstoppable. They continue crushing the rankings and stacking trophies. Next stop, the Major. Friends, do you think Vitality will take it as well? They are obviously the greatest favorite. And that's all for today, my friends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and follow our channel. And also drop by in the comments below. I'm not saying goodbye for a long time, my friends. See you soon.